Imagine a domino effect so powerful, it wipes out billions. And it's already starting. This time, it's not just one shaky domino. It's four. Media Group. 4 dominoes lined up, each labeled or branded Trump, Musk, HDFC, Gold, hand setting up 4 dominoes with logos on them at stock, at distribute _ equally, a Trump versus Musk Feud, a massive Indian banking scandal, a gold bubble, and escalating global wars. Each is a market killer on its own, but together, they're a supergroup of economic doom. Tonight, we'll connect the dots between these crises and see how they threaten the very foundation of the global financial system. So grab a helmet, because we're diving into the perfect storm. Let's get into it. In one corner, Donald Trump, in the other, Elon Musk. Their public feud isn't just tabloid fodder, it's a systemic risk. When Trump targets Musk, Tesla's stock tanks. Wall Street hates unpredictability, and this feud injects chaos into the market. JP Morgan and other big banks are sounding alarms. Musk's companies are woven into the S&P 500. A political vendetta could send shockwaves through the entire index. This isn't just about 2 egos, it's about political power threatening the free market, turning stability into a game of favorites. If CEOs must worry about being on the right side of political leaders, long-term growth is out the window. The memes might be funny, but the consequences are real. Concentrated power in tech and politics creates a single point of failure. The cracks are showing and we're all standing on the fault line. The question isn't if there will be damage, but how much, and who pays. This is a heavyweight bout where the entire market is in the splash zone, and it's only the first domino. Now to India, where HDFC Bank, a pillar of trust, faces massive fraud allegations. Billions of dollars are at stake and the bank's reputation is on the line. The accusation: bundling insurance with loans without consent, eroding the trust that underpins the entire banking system. Even if the charges prove false, the damage is done. Doubt spreads fast, and in a credit-fueled economy like India's, fear can freeze the system. HDFC isn't just any bank, it's systemically vital. A crisis here could trigger a liquidity crunch, just like in 2008. The Indian economy has been a global bright spot, but this scandal threatens to dim that light. While the world watches billionaire feuds, a banking crisis is quietly brewing in a G20 economy. The investigation continues, but the seed of doubt is already planted. In finance, trust is everything, and right now, it's in short supply. When markets panic, investors run to gold, the classic safe haven. But gold is now a crowded trade, surging to record highs on fear and momentum, not fundamentals. This is bubble territory. When everyone piles in, the risk of a brutal collapse skyrockets. If gold crashes, it won't just hurt gold bugs. Margin calls will force funds to sell other assets, triggering a vicious cycle across markets. The safe haven could become the spark for a wider crash. The more people seek safety in gold, the more dangerous it becomes, a paradox that could end in disaster. The gold bubble is a symptom of market fear, but its pop could be the disease that infects everything else. In a true crisis, there are no safe havens, only less dangerous ones. The rush into gold is a warning sign, not a solution. The next domino is primed to fall. Finally, the most terrifying catalyst, the risk of global war. From Ukraine to the Middle East to the South China Sea, geopolitical flashpoints are multiplying. BlackRock's geopolitical risk dashboard is flashing red. Major power conflict, political instability, and trade disruptions are all on the rise. War disrupts supply chains, spikes energy prices, and injects massive uncertainty into markets. Investors flee to cash, starving other assets and amplifying volatility. This isn't just one conflict, it's a web of interconnected risks, any of which could ignite a global crisis. The risk of a miscalculation between nuclear powers is higher than it's been in decades. Overlay this with the other dominoes, feuds, scandals, bubbles, and you have a market tinderbox. The outbreak of war could be the match that sets it all ablaze. This is the ultimate black swan event. 4 dominoes, ego-driven feuds, banking scandals, a gold bubble, and war are converging into a perfect storm. The market is stretched thin, fear is rising, and the timing for a correction couldn't be worse. This isn't the moment for complacency, it's time for realism and preparation. Consider de-risking, diversifying, and staying liquid, but above all, stay informed. If you want updates and survival strategies, Hit subscribe and let me know what worries you most in the comments. The signs are there for those willing to see. Stay safe out there.